Hey there folks, and welcome to this video, and here I'm going to be giving my thoughts on WRC 9. This is Kyloton's 5th offering in the rebooted WRC series, and it's available now on, well, across multiple platforms such as Xbox, PlayStation. It's available on computer through the Epic Games Store, which is how I've been trying it out, for example. And in this video, I'm going to be giving my thoughts. I'm going to be talking about the things I like about it, the things I don't like, and I'm going to be giving some recommendations, so listen up. And firstly, what do I like about it? Well, there's a lot to say. It's a really fun game, as are previous installments in the WRC franchise by Kyloton. It's arguably the same for any kind of ones that have been published through studios such as Big Ben or Milestone. Really, any WRC game, they've all been a lot of fun. But what this one does really well is the overhaul to the physics. This is something they've been really talking about at Kyloton over the course of the development cycle for this game. And the gravel physics are fantastic. They've removed a lot of the kind of floatiness that there was, where it felt like there was a really long travel on the suspension. To be fair, that's also the same on tarmac, but I want to talk about tarmac physics in a bit. I haven't really got much experience on the snow to be able to make a proper comment on that, however. But from my experience, the physics have been pretty good, a lot better than what we had in WRC 8 or 7, and shows a kind of development in the game itself. At the same time, the new content is a lot of fun too. The addition of the 3 new rallies in the WRC, what we've got in the shape of the Safari in New Zealand and Japan, and all of them bring something extra to the table. The Safari is something that we haven't really got in terms of a challenge before, in the way that the stages just will massively widen out at some points and then get really, really narrow at others. New Zealand feels a bit like Finland, but has a lot more inclines. And Japan, it feels a bit like the Vineyard stages in Germany, feels a bit like what we had with Corsica, it feels a bit like Monte Carlo, all meshed together. And it's got a kind of unique palette to it as well. But there are some things that still need improving. I think the big thing for me is just the variety of stages. Like, a lot of the stages are just recycled from WRC 8, which are recycled from 7. A lot of them from 6, I think even 5 in some of these cases. And that's not on. I mean, I'm critical of Dirt Rally Dirt Rally 2.0 for recycling Dirt Rally stuff. I mean, they got a bit of an upgrade to them, but they largely recycled that content and resold it. And if they did it again, I would be furious. So I'm more than a bit annoyed that yet again we've got a recycled amount of stages, and even then there are promises there are going to be a few more stages in there. I'm a bit annoyed as well that, so for example, the Catalonia stage from Spain, it's still in the game, but it's DLC. And then I want to talk a bit about the physics, because like I said, they are largely improved, but there is still a bit of a floaty feel on tarmac. However, it's not so much to do with suspension travel, it's more to do with what feels like aerodynamic understeer. I mean, the cars are much slower now than they were in WRC 8. I mean, that's what I found during the stream when I tried out the Marmaris stage in WRC 8 and WRC 9. There was a massive difference. And there are still some really weird, like, ways that the cars are designed. So, for example, flying over a jump in an Empoyer in a Ford Focus, and your spoiler just goes flying off. And there's still the same problem of, well, you've got like these different contracts for events, but the WRC field will have everybody there at an event. And some of the time calculations are a bit odd as well. I mean, I found that, for example, the Polo was faster than a lot of World Rally cars of today in some of the stages, which is a bit weird. But, I mean, I think the other thing is a problem with optimization. There's no way to benchmark the settings, and whenever I found that there was any kind of problems with frame rates, messing around with the graphics didn't do much. But I would have liked to have a way to like benchmark it in the settings, so then I knew why it was doing what it was doing. Because I feel like the reason why it was giving me such a high preset was because it looked at my specs and it didn't think that I was going to be streaming it or recording it, and so that's why I end up going the way it does. Anyways, let me give my verdict, and honestly, I think it's a lot of fun still. I really enjoy it. Is it worth the kind of price tag that it's being sold at? Well, it depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for the most up-to-date WRC game with probably the best handling model, even though it's got some drawbacks to it still, go for it. And it's the most up-to-date stuff. It's got the newest content. It's got some pretty cool extra content as well. I'd say go for it if you don't have a WRC game already and you're looking to get involved. If you're looking for something that does the job, I mean, WRC 8 has just been released on Steam, and it's about, what, 2/3 the price because it's currently on offer. So go for that. If you've already got WRC 8 and you're dubious about getting WRC 9, wait to see what the new DLC has on offer. Because a lot of the stuff that this offers that's improved, you still get the same kind of enjoyment out of 8 in most cases. And to be honest, I think the same goes for 7. I'm not saying that Kyloton are going backwards or anything. I think they're getting a bit complacent, especially with the stage design. I would love to have more new stages. I'd love to have more accurate stages as well. Because when you've got stage names like Olympia in there, or Alwyn, or Brennig, or say Sweet Lamb or Hafren, I expect them to be the actual stages. Dirt Rally can do it, Seblo Bradley Evo can do it. How come the officially licensed WRC game can't? Anyways, those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. Maybe you have a different opinion of the game. But like I want to say, I do enjoy it. I think it is a good game. But I can't just recommend it uniformly. I have to put caveats on it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.